All right, what we got? We got Jesse versus Walt. Right, he's seen it. Cool. Let's go. Let's go, mate. Wait, so it's not on fire? Interesting. Sorry, because you would expect him to drive up and it's just in flames. So is Jesse still in there? I'll tell you what, this is called Rabid Dog. Is the Rabid Dog? Who is the Rabid Dog? Is it Jesse? Is it Walt? Is it a red herring? Is it someone else? Oh God. Oh, he's gonna try and do it with Walt in there. He's got like a trail. Oh, is he gonna be sat in the bedroom and he's gonna like, I'm so sorry, I'm speculating. And like just drop the, do you know what I mean? No, that's too dramatic, I'm sorry. The match. Tension, tension, tension building. He's gonna be sat in there, drop a match, and then Walt has to run. That's what I see in my head. Oh, that shot though. The tension building. You can't see. Interesting. Did Jesse ever change her heart then? No. Okay. The car. Oh God, could you imagine? Oh. The sound design. Okay, interesting. So sorry, we've got intrigue immediately because I'm like, why didn't he do it? He left it there, he didn't go ahead, but we know that it gets burned. Obviously that's still in the carpets. By the end of this episode, is it gonna get burned? Do you know? We'll see, we'll see. Hello and welcome, it is Breaking Bad Friday, the show that happens every single Friday until we are finished with it. It's episode 12, Rabid Dogs, and oh God, I have no idea, man. I'm not gonna pause it, let's just go. That's a lie, that's an instant lie. I will pause it at some point. I do apologize in advance. Have you got your flamingos? I have! Flamingo check. Kind of a dress, I put a dress on today, so I gotta do this. This is my flamingo model for you, there you go. That's it, flamingo check. Yeah.
I just want the flamingos.
No, so he's instantly had it cleaned then. Alright, what a fake out. Okay. Interesting. What's Jesse's game? Maybe he's, because hey, Jesse's smart, man. I keep saying it all the way through this series. Maybe he's going to get 2 steps ahead of Walt now. You know, maybe start putting a plan together to bring him down more completely, more fully. Maybe that's what it is. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like Jesse maybe got to a point where he was like, this is cheap. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like burn his house down, then what? Then what? What do I want? And I feel like maybe he started to ask himself that question, do you know what I mean? What do I actually want from this? Is this what I want, really? Or do I want to tear down everything he built?
Jesse, I mean, obviously, you've changed your mind here, and thank you for that.
Changed his mind? What? Okay.
We'll talk, and we will fix this.
Dude, I think you're past it, man.
Sleep it off, okay? And then call me.
No. Dear Lord. You know the thing, I think he's misinterpreted it. I think he's like, oh, well, Jesse's gone, so he's just angry.
No re-key. Same exact keys as before.
Right, because he's got to keep it from Skylar. Yeah. God, sleep it off. Are you serious, Walt? But that's the thing. I think he's obviously seen what's happened here. And he's like, oh, he changed his mind. He was angry, but he changed his mind before he did anything stupid. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like he's misinterpreting why Jesse's done this.
Right, we'll have to go over this a lot more.
Well, we've made 3 passes already.
Yeah, change your carpet. Well, he can't change the carpet.
My wife is coming home and I can't have any odor.
Yeah, what's the... Okay, well, fine. It's been 5 seasons. We do know each other a little bit now, Walt. Fair play to you. Like, let's get it sorted. Okay. Oh, God. He's getting elaborate with it. Man, like, I get it, because you're trying to persuade your wife that you're out, right? That's the only reason this works. It's the only reason this works, so I get it. At the same time, he is out. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, just explain. Could he? I feel like he's falling into old habits, you know? And I feel like this might be a mistake. I feel like almost just tell Skylar. Be honest about it. Be like, look, I'm out. But then I guess she's on edge, right? He saw her at the car wash, and she was, you know, she wasn't okay. He could tell that. We could tell that. You could tell that as the audience. And the whole point of this was his promise as well, that he was out and no one was going to come after them. That's fair. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Sorry. I guess I'm just going back and forth and being like, why are you putting this much effort in? But I guess, yeah, fair play. There is something there to it. Dude. Oh, so he does it himself? Man, this guy is treading water, isn't he?
Pump malfunction.
Yeah, you're a chunk. Whoosh! Yeah, I am suddenly soaked. So now I am...
This is such a performance, and she's watching so closely. It's so interesting how this has been arranged. I'm so sorry. I am going to go back, because, sorry, I wanted to just see it play out for a second, but, like, it's so interesting. Look at this. Look at this. They set the scene. He walks in. Junior comes in. He's got an audience now. He's looking in the window, like, who's here? What do I have to do? How much do I have to do right now? You know she's here?
Pump malfunction.
Yeah, she asks. She's testing him, right? And then he's like, right, go into it. The performance. So interesting how that scene was just arranged and how it is like testing Walt. There we go. And look at her. Yeah, she's watching so closely, and it's like, yeah, he's on trial right now. You gotta be good, dude. One, what is he gonna say? Is it gonna be good enough? Two, how is he gonna say it? Is it gonna be good enough, right? And it's like, as the audience, you're like, is she gonna buy it? Can she possibly buy it? At this point, knowing what she knows and knowing that she knows how he is and what he's done and what he can do, right? And it is that this whole little set piece, this whole little scene right here was just set up like a performance with Walt on the stage.
And I race home, I run into...
He's exactly like he was when he was lying. This is his lying tenor. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know that Skylar's gonna buy it.
Dad?
Yeah.
Please, can you just tell the truth?
And on top of all of that, it's Walt Jr. questioning him. That's crazy. I love that.
You fainted, didn't you? Because you're sick again?
Oh, bless him.
No. It was the pump.
Yeah, he has to commit to it now because if he's like, yeah, I did. Skylar's like, so what's the story? But maybe he's thinking like, I could have just done such a simple thing I could have come up with, and I just did this whole elaborate thing. That's that's kind of perfect.
A little family vacation might be fun.
I mean, this is for the best. Get out of the house.
Maybe he changed his mind about leaving.
No. This is really interesting as a plot point to do though, because you're like, you know exactly where he is at the end of last episode, but it puts you in this place where it like, this is what's happening. And it's so interesting how they've kind of gone into this episode and been like, right, and now we're gonna just pull the rug out from under you, and you as the audience just don't know what's gonna happen, what he's gonna do, what's his plan, right? I honestly would still maintain that I think his plan is to tear it all down. This is better for Jesse if Walt's calmer. Like, yeah, he's coming for Jesse, but he's not coming at him like a rabid dog, let's say. It gives Jesse, I feel, a bit more time. A little bit more time to plan, a little bit more time to do things in the background, you know, set a trap maybe for Walt. I guess if we're talking Walt and Jesse, I guess I want to see Jesse win that fight.
What then?
What do you mean?
Sooner or later, he's going to turn up. I'm wondering what you want to do when he does.
Jesse is upset about the boy. I just need to explain to him why that had to happen.
Man, you have not got a light enough touch for that.
You have a suggestion?
Old Yeller type situation. Yeller was the best, most loyal dog there ever was. I mean,
put the rabid dog down.
You're full of colorful metaphors, aren't
He
you,
really is.
do not float that idea again. Find him.
Interesting that, like, Walt really isn't in the business of killing those closest to him, is he? I mean, we've seen Hank and we've seen Jesse now, both of whom he has very, very aggressively been against, right? He really has drawn a line, and I wonder how much of it, I mean, sorry, this is absolutely just chatting about it really at this point, but like, I wonder how much of that line is him separating himself from Heisenberg and everything, and because we have seen that he's trying to, you know, push that all away, and how much of it is like, even if he'd been that person, you know, and hadn't put it all away in the way that he has, and got away from it in the way that he has, how much of him even being full Heisenberg, you know, half a season ago, would have killed Hank or Jesse straight away? Because I think he would have. So it's like, I don't think that line has always been there. I think it perhaps came with the shift of his character and the decision that he made to get out of it. It really shows the strength of that decision, and how, you know, the cancer coming back really just shook him out of it. But then I'm also, you know, kind of questioning, well, how long does that last? How far do Jesse or Hank have to go to the point that, like, Walt changes his mind on that?
How's Saul doing?
Yeah, I think she's gonna ask. She knows. She absolutely knows.
You were just out talking to him in the parking lot.
Were you spying on me?
No, Walt, she's right.
Yes.
You're keeping... Yeah. Nice.
I played along with your pump malfunction.
Yeah.
I would like to know what's going on.
Fair play. There was no way in this world what she's been through with him. She bought that. I think the way that she acted, that was perfect in that scene. The scene that I was talking about, the performance. She was so kind of like disbelieving. You could kind of see it in her wide eyes and just like, are you serious right now?
Are you telling me that he tried to burn our house down?
Like, kind of.
Probably for a brief moment his intention, but
yeah, there you go.
Obviously he changed his mind.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. This is what I said. This, in Walt's mind, that's what it is. That's what happened. Which puts Walt, I feel like, into a false sense of security, which I think wasn't necessarily the intention from Jesse's point of view, but it gives him time to do whatever he wants to do.
There are emotional issues, personal issues, some drug abuse.
But this is being honest, kind of.
He has a tendency to fly off the handle, that's all.
Yeah, that's really going to reassure her, mate, yeah.
So he has never hurt anybody?
No. Can't believe you got her down so fast.
Dude, stop trying to dismiss it. Sit in this moment. Let her, like, really put her mind at ease.
What's your course of action here?
Okay, good. You've got her on your side.
Kubi tracks him down, which when he does, I'm gonna
What? Talk to him.
talk to him.
Okay, that's not
Make him
gonna...
see reason.
All right, well, let's see how that goes, shall we?
Talk to him.
Right. Oh, she thinks...
See reason.
She automatically thinks he's going interesting. It's funny because he's actually not for once.
These are just euphemisms.
Don't get offended. Hey, hey, hey.
What?
Stop.
Wait, what does that mean?
You know what that means. Stop playing dumb.
Knew this was going to happen. I told you that someday someone was going to come to our door and try to hurt us.
Jesse didn't go there to hurt
He
anyone.
poured gasoline all over our house.
Yeah.
He changed his mind.
What if he changes it back?
Yeah, dude, this isn't reassuring, man.
You need to deal with this.
Oh, is she like...
How much have you had to drink?
Is she actually on the side of like, you gotta kill him? To assure, is that where she's at now, do you think? That would be interesting, and that honestly would make sense. Ah, would it? I guess it would in a way, because, you know, she's so deep in, she's so far in, she can't get out. She knows that now. You know, Hank knows. People know. Her family knows. She's still stuck by Walt, right? We've seen that consistently. You know, whether she thinks it's necessarily a good idea or not, and whether it's affecting her or not, and I think it is. We saw that last episode on some level, on I think probably quite a deep level, honestly. I think she is just so far into this now, and she has committed, and you know, she's put her flag in Walt's corner. And so considering all that sacrifice of herself, right, as well, because I think she has at this point, at least to her mind, you know, even if we don't think so, and I think honestly she has, even from my perspective at this point as well. And it's like, that would absolutely make sense considering what she's had to do, considering the compromises, considering the decisions she's made, and how much she has now committed to Walt, that she's willing to say, go kill someone so that this works. That would make sense to me. That would absolutely make sense. And I think she is a little bit lost as well, because she's in water, she doesn't know how deep it is, and she's just getting tossed and turned by the waves, and she has no control. She's very out of her depth, and I think that would absolutely make someone do things that maybe they wouldn't ordinarily have done. And also Walt is like, yeah, have you been drinking? She's probably, yeah, I think she's probably drunk a little bit as well. So
Jesse isn't just some rabid dog.
oh, interesting.
A person that is a threat to us.
Interesting that we have this dynamic.
After everything we've done,
Exactly, and she's saying exactly
you
what I just
can't
said.
just talk to this
Exactly,
person.
confirmed, in show. Thanks, mate, appreciate that.
Just what exactly?
Woohoo, this is so interesting.
We've come this far
Exactly.
for us.
You got to make sure at any cost we keep it.
What's one more?
Come on, goddamn. The absolute peak character progression to get her to that point, man. To get her to this point where, you know, like, remember the Skylar from a season, 2 seasons, 3 seasons ago? You know, imagine that Skylar getting to this point. That's beautiful. And you saw, I got to this point. I arrived at this point before it even happened. And I was like, it makes sense. And it does, it makes sense, you know? Like, the character progression absolutely makes sense. And that's such a triumph. Holy shit. And so, sorry, it's so interesting how we have again, the show does this a lot, reversing the roles of people and then, you know, doing different things to what you would think they would do a few episodes ago or a season ago. And the way that Walt is humanizing Jesse. And I think I was talking, I think early in this season when they had that dinner, I was like, Skylar, yeah, if you get to know Jesse, you'd actually probably quite like him. He's a decent kid. He's a nice person. But she can't see past the weed and the drugs and, you know, her previous impression of him. And so it's so interesting. So it absolutely makes sense that obviously Walt is fighting for him and be like, no, he's a person, not a rabid dog. And it's so interesting how they had that conversation in the car, Saul and Walt and Bill Burr. I'm so sorry, what's his name in this? I have no idea. How I was being like, oh yeah, I know the name of the episode is Rabid Dog, and they're like, right, yeah, you gotta hunt him down like a rabid dog. I was Skylar almost a little bit, like expecting it to go that way, and it's so funny how Walt is like, no, he's not. You know what I mean? And it's like, it plays on your expectations because you think the rabid dog is Jesse, considering where we left him off last episode. And now we're getting to a place where Walt is just so interesting. It's just so interesting that we find these characters kind of, you know, touting these different opinions that you almost don't expect them to be standing by. But it absolutely also makes sense as well. Okay, let's play. All right, we're going to see. This is the thing as well. He's high off his head, isn't he? So maybe I'm giving him too much credit, coming up with this master plan. Maybe it is just shifting mood.
Jesse!
Oh, no way! Are you kidding me? Holy shit. This is what happened?
You want to hear about it?
No way. Are they going to collude?
An 8-year-old boy just has to move.
Yeah.
Secret's out. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. It's so nice to see Hank actually treat him like a kid.
You see, I don't want to kill you.
Oh, and this softness towards Jesse, considering.
So put it out.
And he's upset as well. Like, Hank sees it. Hank sees what Walt's done.
You can't keep getting away with it.
Yeah, they're on the same side. Hank and Jesse, they are.
He won't.
And Hank sees that they're on the same
want to burn
side.
him down?
Truly.
Let's do it together.
Interesting. So the master plan that I was talking about wasn't Jesse's fair play. I was wrong, but it's Hank's maybe. And he's bringing Jesse in. Oh, that's so cool, man. I love this so much. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, that's a huge theme of this episode. Is taking the characters that we know and love and how in this episode they're all kind of... It's so stark where they are and what they're doing and the decisions they're making and what they're standing by, considering what we knew of them and how different that is to what you might have expected, considering where they were, who they were before. You know, it's interesting how we get Skylar saying what she said, Walt saying what he said. Now we've got Hank being gentle and soft and warm towards Jesse, who, you know, another season, whenever it was, he punched him and wanted to kill him. God, it's such a theme of this episode. It's such a huge theme, and I really, really like that. I love when they do that, and it's so earned. So earned. This is so interesting, man. This is the thing. This is how Hank gets him, man. This is what I said last episode. Oh, I love that. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, man. The way that we were like Jesse and Walt in season 1, and I was like, the friendship, man, I want this friendship. I'm absolutely on board for this friendship. But I said, oh, so close. Stop it. Oh, this is so cool. Now. Jesse, tell him everything. I told you, this is the thing last episode, Jesse's the key. And Hank has that key now.
You're angry.
Okay, okay.
Sleep, I'm not
Wait,
eating.
Dan? Is it Dan? Dave! Dave, it's Dave. Is it Dave? Oh God, we finally find him. We finally see him.
We all lead double lives to some extent.
To some extent, yeah.
I think it's time you filled me in on some more details here.
Ooh, no, mate. No. Reel that back in.
Being such a idiotic, stupid idiot, I could have...
God, could you imagine if Marie kills Walt? You know what I mean? Like, she makes the move that no one else is willing to or can do.
Can we talk about something else, please?
Man, is she going to give something away to Dave?
Last week you were upset about the new parking rules.
Man, has it only been a week? God.
Saxitoxin.
You just excuse what?
Flaccid paralysis that leaves the victim
Oh, God.
conscious through
She's
progression of symptoms.
Mate, I'm not being funny.
Death occurs from respiratory failure, that is.
I'm not being funny. She might kill him. Oh, and he's
You're
gonna...
not ready to fill me in here,
Yeah, he's gonna clock that.
but I want you to listen.
Yeah, Marie, he's gonna report you, mate. Like, you gotta be careful.
Don't worry, I wouldn't hurt anybody. It just feels good to think about it.
Does she go over that line? Do you know what I mean? There's so much danger from so many angles to, like, so many characters.
Hey, babe.
What's the story here?
Is Jesse?
Something's come up. I thought you might want to get out of the house for a day or two.
Jesse's here?
There's been a development.
It's so interesting, isn't it? The parallel between Hank and Walter as well. You know, keeping stuff from their wives, trying to lead this life and do the thing, you know, and keep it from them, get them out of the way. There's a theme of like moving out of the houses that are familiar. It's like, it's a theme of moving out of the familiar, I think. You know, we've got that in the characters themselves, which is what I've talked about. We've got it like literally them, you know, moving out of the houses or, you know, pushing people out of the houses. Jesse's coming in. It's just a departure, I think, from the familiar is what I'm kind of getting from this episode. Like really, really heavily in like a lot of different ways.
We have a guest.
He needs this.
My last 10 witnesses died in jail, remember? I know it sounds crazy, but this is the best place for them.
I would agree. Yeah, honestly.
Answer me this one question. Is this bad for Walt?
Yeah, very.
Good. I'm
Amazing,
staying.
amazing. Oh, she's awesome.
Phone's ringing.
She has come on, man. She has come on. Dude, hey, this is the thing. He's tanking ASAC. He's tanking his job while he's doing this.
I mean, obviously, you've changed your mind here. We'll talk and we will fix this.
Man, I want so badly for Hank to help Jesse.
Told you not to worry, remember?
How could I not worry?
Yeah, you can't just tell him how to feel, dude.
Came all this way just to let something as silly as lung cancer take me down?
Again, I feel like he's being honest. I think he does honestly think he can beat this. I'm not sure. But I would be a little bit dissatisfied as the audience if it was the cancer that took him out. You know what I mean? I think we've got so far, we've done so much, we've been through so much. Someone has to kill him. He's got too many enemies. Too many enemies that want him gone. The show being what it is, I just feel like it's going to give me that. I mean, maybe the cancer makes him weak at the opportune moment and gives someone else the edge. I don't think these guys have ever shared a scene, have they?
Would you like some coffee?
Yes, Marie. Man, what's the opposite of Karen? You know what I mean? I do feel like she's earned the accolade. I don't know what it is. Goliath. Oh, hello. Has he brought Gomi in? Yes! Good.
The lady...
Goliath. Oh, she's awesome. Marie's... Oh, my goodness. Wow, they're going to take his... Please don't take a statement and leave him out to dry, though. Because then he will. He absolutely will destroy everything. God. It's good that Gomi's here. What does he know? Has he been told things? Like what? You know what I mean? He's very calm. Dude, soften your face.
Just tell us your story, okay?
From Jesse's perspective, I would be like, this isn't professional. You're not saving me. You're not helping me. You're just sinking me as well as Walt.
I first met Mr. Whites.
Right, but maybe he's so far gone at this point that he's not clocking that all.
He was my teacher.
Damn. Okay. I hope they see that he's just a kid.
You believe him?
Yeah.
Good. Good.
I hate to admit it, but I think the kid is right.
Yes.
There is no physical evidence. Not that I heard.
Right. Yeah. Right, so Gomi knows. Perfect. I really like that.
Where do we start?
Oh, Gomi. Yes, mate.
I'm gonna be at Civic Plaza tomorrow at noon.
I love that Gomi was just like fully in, you know. I told you he would be. Gomi's the one person.
I'm in your hands.
Interesting. Ooh. Yeah, you can't believe... Yeah, exactly.
Talk to that.
You can't possibly believe that Walt would make himself that vulnerable.
So your plan is to do his plan?
Yeah, right?
Seriously think that this whole once and for all in the plaza thing is so he can talk to me?
Why not?
Mm-hmm. I mean, considering what we've seen in this episode, maybe.
Okay, and he's got a zero tolerance policy on threats, you know.
I agree, except when it comes to you.
Hey.
He cares about you.
Yeah, he's nailed that on the head.
Or poisoning people.
No, Hank is right, though. That is good police work, man. Hey.
Based on everything you told us.
Yeah.
For your rehab.
Yeah, exactly. And being outside of the situation, Hank can see that.
You're a 50-50 partner. He didn't need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
The way you tell it sounds to me like he's manipulating you to stick around, like he doesn't want to lose you.
Right.
Look how far he'll go to show you, to convince you that he's not such a bad guy.
Ooh, what if you're wrong, though, Hank? Especially because we got Skylar's influence, right? Let's not forget that. Because I think Hank was right, maybe up until Skylar did what she did.
I mean, the plaza is one of the most wide open public places in all of Albuquerque. It's the middle of the day.
Also true. Do you know what I mean? It's so interesting how they're, you know, talking this back and forth, and me as the audience, I'm like, yeah, no, that makes sense until that, but then, you know what I mean? And so it kind of sends you as the audience into these like little spirals of like back and forth. You know, you're going round and round and round. It's like, yeah, but what if? Yeah, that's true as well. Yeah, but hang on though, because that just happened in this episode. But so what if that? Do you know what I mean? Right? It's like Hank's almost trying to persuade you as the audience that it would be okay. Right? And Jesse's persuading like you as the audience that it's not okay. And there's evidence in the show to back both of them. You know what I mean? And so it's like the way that they've manufactured this specific scene is playing you as the audience, getting you more invested, drawing you in, because you're like, do you know what I mean? It's almost talking to you, right? And I think the show does that a lot in so many different ways. But I think specifically in this one, it's just grabbing you in and being like, what do you think? What do you think? Like, that's this whole scene. And I think the way that they're talking, it's like it's persuading you. It's trying to persuade you. And there's so much compelling evidence on either side. You go back and forth. You do. And it absolutely invests you, you know.
Mr. White, he's the devil. He is smarter than you. He is luckier than you.
I mean, it's very lucky.
Whatever you think's supposed to happen, I'm telling you, the exact reverse opposite of that is going to happen.
Yeah, I guess to Jesse's mind, he is a bit of a mastermind, right?
Or unless you want to take your chances with the Banger Boys over in...
Yeah, Gomi was a little bit shaky.
What if the kid's right?
Yeah, he
What if
was.
it's a trap?
Sorry, that again, well acted, because you could see on his face, he was like, I'm not sure.
Junkie murderer that's dribbling all over my guest bathroom floor.
Come on, Hank.
Let me get it all on tape.
Damn, that's cold. Ooh, okay.
Loud and clear, idiota.
I mean, I don't think anyone's going out right now. You know what I mean? Episode 12, a few more episodes after this, none of these guys, none of the main guys here, Jesse or Walt, are going out. So I'm like, how does this go? Jeez, he's on a mission, mate. Ooh, that kind of looked like Mike. That's Walt's man. Paranoid, though, I feel.
What the hell is he doing?
Spooked. Spooked. I mean, that is sus, but I don't think that... I don't think it's legit. Maybe it is. Oh my... I'm paranoid. God.
He's taking off. I think he's running.
No, just give him a sec. Give him a sec. Again, he's smart.
He's at the payphone.
Yeah, he's making sure. He's just making sure.
Oh, no.
No, hang on.
Hello?
Nice try.
Just want to talk to you.
No, I'm not doing what you want anymore.
Oh.
It's just heads up to let you know I'm coming for you. See, I decided that...
Walt was looking to talk, I think.
Next time, I'm gonna get you where you really live.
Jesse, listen.
Okay, damn. Again, I keep telling you, all the different directions this show could go, you know what I mean? I feel like they get Walt, maybe. If Jesse sits down, I don't think Walt was trying to get him there. But now it's game on. Oh, no, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. Now the show's going in a different, the show's going in a direction that you can't turn back from now. That was the chance for Hank.
What the hell was that all about, huh?
To get something, and also to make peace between Jesse and Walt.
There's another way. A better way.
You're going to try and force him to do something, catch him in the act? Again, let's not forget the flash forward. Heisenberg was written on his house. People knew. He was on the run. Do you know what I mean? The secret was out. So I think Jesse gets him. But now... The line that was...
I think I might have another job for your uncle.
I'm just going to say, I think that line that I was talking about has changed. He's gone now. It's gone. Yeah. Because that's the thing. Now Jesse's threatening his family, right? He's threatening the things that he's trying to protect. He's gone too far. And he doesn't see any other option. That was the thing. He even against Skylar, he was like, no. I'm gonna talk to him. I can talk him down. He's my friend. Like, you know what I mean? And Hank was absolutely right. I think Hank was absolutely right. At the end of the day, I think, he does care about Jesse. And I think he wanted Jesse to be on his side. I think we've seen that consistently all the way through. And I think I've said it, not necessarily last episode, but maybe the one before. But like, you could see Walter trying to, I think he puts a lot of stock in Jesse. He really cares about Jesse, and he really wants Jesse on his side. I've said that before, and I've analysed scenes where I can see Walt doing that, and it's so interesting that even despite Skylar being like actually egging him on and saying like, no, forget what I said, deal with this, kill him, finish him, like, let's just protect what we've got. Even despite that, Walt's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna fall back. So it's so interesting, isn't it? Because it's like that line that I was talking about. Maybe that line was there when he was Heisenberg as well. Maybe he wouldn't have actually killed Jesse. Maybe he wouldn't have actually killed Hank. I'm saying that the change that he went through and what he tried to move away from is possibly the thing influencing him. But I think maybe those lines were in place when he was fully fledged Heisenberg, even early this season. It's interesting. Do you know what I mean? As much as you want to say whatever you want to say about Walt, I think he does have those lines. As dark as he got, those were lines that he wouldn't have crossed if he had no other choice. And I think that's the thing. That's the tragedy, I think, about what we just saw, was that I think, Walt was obviously looking to talk. I think we saw that with the little fake off with the guy and his daughter, right? Which is almost reminiscent of Mike and his granddaughter, which, like, show, don't remind me. But damn, so often I feel like in these last few episodes that I've seen, we've seen the show almost get resolved in a nice way, or in a way that, I don't know, leaves things with a little bit, an iota of peace, right? But I feel like, Jesse's absolutely declared war. And Walt can't have a line when it comes to his family, and he has to stop that. And so, damn. But hey, what an episode. Yeah, again, I think the theme is so strong of the familiar being tossed aside. Everything is, shaken up, and the show's trying to tell you that. And it's like, yeah, we can go wherever we want. And hey, what's the plan Jesse's got? We shall see. I think, you know, the thing that I was kind of expecting this episode with Jesse, right, we're going to get that going forward. You know, once more, they've kind of made you as the audience wait for that. You know, that's what we kind of thought we were getting this episode. And it's not that this episode was uninteresting or boring for it. I think it was better for it. You know what I mean? I think that's why that's such a strength of the show. You know, they make you wait only when it's necessary to maybe tell you something that is, or show you a story that is more. I think what this does is build tension. You know, it builds tension. It shows you parts of these characters, sides of these characters you never thought they'd get to, which is interesting, first of all. But I think, you know, it's also at the same time building the tension that makes the thing that you're getting to, that you wanted to see, that you thought you were going to see, that you are going to see, all the better for it. And I think that's what, you know, such a hallmark of this show, and what makes it so good, and what makes you so invested for, you know, where we're getting to and what we're seeing. And I think with that, I'll leave that there. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this Breaking Bad Friday. Thank you for being with me. Hey man, if you enjoyed this episode, if you liked my reaction, my analysis, my commentary, all that good stuff, then hey, subscribe down below and you will see me do the same thing, exact same thing, next week as well. I will be going on to El Camino and Better Call Saul after that as well. So we got a long way to go, buddy. Get yourself subscribed and we will get this content out to you regularly. Thank you as always to my lovely, lovely patrons. You are beautiful, genuinely. I love you so much. Like that, we're getting a bit intimate now. Let's just chill. Stay, just calm down. Just calm down. That was me. It's fair. It was me. I need to calm down. That's fair. But yeah. But thank you very much. I will see you all next time.